Welcome back to Budget Stuff Save Repeat. I'm Melissa. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited because I'm going to be stuffing my big challenges that are going to save me however much I can um, towards the end of the year. So I don't know. I'm just going to keep going. No limits. We're just going to keep going. But I have $510 over here. The extra $10 is from a rollover from the last 2 weeks that we did this video. And so before I jump into anything, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I do want to address the elephant in the room. And some of you know that I am a federal employee and you've been watching my videos. You hear me talk about it on retirement, and the government is shut down. So let's just talk about it real quick. I bulk record because I work, I'm a mom, I'm just busy, and it is hard for me to find time to record um, real time, right? So I'll do some on the weekends, and my budget is pretty much a month ahead. So I can do some of the other challenges that you see as far as vacation and holiday. So, that's the videos that you're seeing. But as of September the 30th, the government shut down. And I'm recording this on October the 11th. You'll see it October the 16th, I believe. And our I got paid on Friday, so the 10th, and it was a full check. Everything is fine there. But come October 24th, that's when I won't see a paycheck per se. So I don't know what's going to happen. The government could open back up and all of this is null and void. I've been with the government for over 24 years, and that has happened where we have gone on a shutdown. I don't remember what the years anymore, but I was around when it was only like 8 days or 11 days. I don't remember what number. And that I was working, I wasn't getting paid, but they opened back up and my paycheck came right away. I was around when it was closed down for 33 or 34 days, where I did go a month and I did not get any pay. But the good news is I am a budgeter. I do actually have a written budget. And so I'm able to plan on paper, like I always tell you guys before I get paid. So I'm going to treat this one like a regular pay. I have adjusted my budget for the 24th and going forward for the rest of the year. If anybody's interested in seeing how we did it, I will make a video if enough people say they want to see. But the reality is, some of the things that you guys have seen me do is pay extra to my principal for my mortgage. That would just have to stop. You guys are seeing me do stuff, savings challenges. This is money that we're pulling out and saving it. But if we need to use it, that's why I tell you guys, it's not a big deal to use it. And one of the other things, like, I'm stair stepping my salary down for retirement, meaning I'm taking money from my take home to reduce what we live off of, so that when we get to me retiring and getting a pension, we will already have practice living off of less. So that money just comes back into play. And that's what I always tell you guys. It's like, you see me doing these challenges, but if something changes, the money is here and I can just revert and do what I need to do. I can be responsible. I've gone through the season of sacrifice and not always getting what I want. It's okay. I can go back to that just because I want to have a mortgage. I want to have food. I want to have a car. Those things are much more important to me than these challenges right now. So I'm not going to go too much more into it. I am praying for all the federal workers. It's always heartbreaking because I know everybody doesn't plan ahead. Everybody doesn't have that 3 to 6 months of cushion. And it's not for me to judge anybody. They shouldn't have to make this decision. None of us should have to make this decision. We do the work, we should get paid for the work. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to get off my soapbox. Today, I'm going to be stuffing my 100 envelope challenge and my save $2,025 in 2025. we'll take this one away and do this one second, but let's go ahead and start with our 100 envelope challenge. We're going to stuff 5 of these today. So if you do 100 envelopes, 1 through 100, you would save $550. I'm doing 2 to 200, so it will double it and do $10,000. And today we're doing 90, so we'll put $90 in here. I round up and because I don't want to deal with any ones. So 88 is also going to get 90. It's just how I like to do it. It saves a little bit more, and savings is never bad because you never know what's going to happen, as we can see. 86 is going to get 90. We'll put 90 in here. And this is also why I like to start from the bottom and work my way up, because the numbers start going down. So 84 is going to get $85. So 70, 85. So $85 is going into 84. And then 82, we're also going to put $85. So we have 50, 70, 85. So $85 goes in there. So that's just what I like to do. I know you're looking at these envelopes that I made years ago, and they have 40 on it, and that's when I did the traditional 1 through 100. But I told you guys that I'm in a season of using what I have. It was no need for me to go out and buy new challenges to complete this. I like the way this is turning out. I just modified my own envelopes that I made. I cut them down so that the money could stick out the top. I really like that. Oops. And I got a box from the Dollar Tree years ago during Mother's Day. So it has little flowers on the lid, which I like. And that's just it. I had this feeling at the beginning of the year for no particular reason. I just felt like when times are good and you can save, you should save. I think you should spend some, but you should always be in a season where you're storing something away for a rainy day, because the rain does come. If you live long enough, you know that pop-ups happen, life happens, and we don't know, but it is nice to have something in reserve. So for this, we're going to stuff the last $70 in here. We're going to finish off this 0. Yes, I'm so excited about that, to be done with 0. So we have the 2 done, we have the 0 done, and we'll start on the second 2 today. So I am hopeful that the government will open back up. I will be able to finish my challenges this year. I'm still trying to plan to finish at least these challenges. I'm going to do the 26 and the 5, so that'd be 31, and 39 equals 70. So yeah, I'm going to keep planning as if I will get a paycheck, and or at least it won't last forever. But I did make some short-term goals or adjustments to our budget for October the 24th, because that'll be the true test if the government is back open, if I get a paycheck, and then we can resume as normal. But if not, I do have a plan B. I have 2 budgets now. I have the budget for what it should be, and the budget for what will happen if I do not receive a paycheck. So I don't count this money. I just throw it in here because we know this should be $2,025 at the end of the year. I do go and condense the money off camera just so I won't have a lot of small bills at the end of the year. But this is exciting. I finished another row. We have 40 envelopes to go, and it is getting that time where they're going to start speeding up. So just, if you believe in prayer, believe in God, please keep the federal employees in your prayers. No matter whose fault it is, it doesn't matter to federal employees, because we just want to get paid. So keep us in your prayers, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.